This video is about how to use markers to save down shorts from longer format video content. Here we have a video that's about 6 minutes in duration. And let's say I wanted to make a highlight reel that included my first segment. Okay, let's say I had 3 different shorts that I wanted to make out of this 6-minute video. I've got 3 different highlight reels. To begin making my first short, what I'm going to do, we use a feature called markers. And so let's say this was the start of the first subject that I wanted to talk about. This is part of the highlight. I click the letter M, okay? That adds a marker here. Let's say this is important, and this section down here as I'm cruising along, I also want to include that in my first short, along with this one, okay? And we can just keep going. And so let's just say this is the last marker. This is the last part of the short. I clicked the letter M, added the marker. So at this point, you have 2 options to export and render. One is to render right inside TimeBolt. All you have to do is hit add mark cuts to render queue, and that will render only these specific mark cuts. What a lot of people do is also export to XML. So what we're going to do is hit keep only mark cuts. And what that does is it turns off all the other scenes that are not marked. So now it will only be the mark cuts in the short. So it keeps only the mark cuts. And at this time, you can go down and export XML. Okay, you can also save it as a JSON, which you can use with any one of our extensions or plugins. And so now after this is done and you're ready to move on to your second short, what you're going to do is hit Command Z, which will undo just keeping only the mark cuts. And now at this point, you can go to clear markers. And so now you can start the process all over again with your second short. That is how to use markers inside TimeBolt.